Hello, friends. Today we are going to do a new topic. It is called grouping rest. This is slightly important topic because as we last time in the last videos we have done the grouping quavers, so rest are very important. So let's go straight away. So in 4 by 4 time signature, you can see that imaginary line is between 1, 2, 3, and 4. That means count number 2 and 3 will have a imaginary line in between. For the rest, you have to put a rest separately. You cannot put a minim rest or a half note rest in between. So that means you have to put a quarter note rest separately over there. Okay. Now in 3/4 time signature, if you remember, uh, in okay here also you have to make it separately. You cannot make a minim or a half note. Remember when we're doing the quiver beam note, so we could have write like this, right? But in this one we cannot do, so this one is equal to one minim only, right? But we cannot write the minim in the rest we have to mention them separately. We cannot write a half note rest. Okay, over here. So this thing you have to keep very careful while doing the rest part. Okay, so let's do some exercises, then you may feel better. So fill the colored boxes with currently group rest to complete the bars. Okay, so now if we do, this is 3/4 time signature. So that means we have to write 3 quarter note rest. Okay, 3/4. Now you have one quarter note given here. So we cannot write a half note rest or minim rest here. We have to write 2 quarter note only. Now there are 4 quiver given here. So if we want to do, we can write a minim rest here. Okay, so we can write a minim rest here because that is equal to our 4 coevers and there is an imaginary line in between, so we can use these two as a rest over here. Okay, okay, next is 2/4. So 2, so here is a one quarter note. 2/4 again, this is easy. Next you come 3/4, so you're given 2, so we cannot write a minim here, we have to write separate. Here 4/4, so here also we have to write separate because there is an imaginary line between count number 2 and 3. Okay, 4/4 again here you have to put separate only because there is an imaginary line between 2 and 3. 3/4 time we have to put 2 separate. Okay, next you have 2/4. So now 2/4 you can write 2 and 4/4, this is here, you can write one quarter note and one minim. See why you cannot write a minim note here. Okay, so someone said, Kisa, why cannot we write the minim note here? Because then this bar will become empty. And if there's any bar is empty and you write any note here, you cannot put like this. Okay, because empty bar means it is a whole note rest. Okay, so make sure we don't write minim bar here. We write a whole note, quarter note rest here. Okay, let's move to the next question. Now the next question says the following music contains mistake in the grouping of notes and rest. Write it out correctly. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have to find the mistakes in grouping and in grouping of notes and rest. So you can see the first example on your own first and understand it, and then try the first exercise in this. So you see the time signature is common time signature. That means time signature is, you can say 4/4. Yes. So if we go with the first one here, there's 2. So if there's a 4/4, that means there should be imaginary line between beat number 2 and 3. So this is beat number 1, beat number 2, beat number 3, and beat number 4. So that means there should be imaginary line between 2 and 3. But they are beamed together. So there's supposed to be a line here. So this is wrong. So let's correct this. So we start with here. Okay. So we can write them these four notes together, or you can write them separate as well. Yeah, there's no problem. Then you go here. Okay. So there is a imaginary line between 2 and 3. We have corrected this. Next is this is simple. Okay. Let's move to second question. The second one, if you see, it says 3 4. So there are three quarter notes. So let's put the bar line first. Okay, so the first one is fine. Go with that. Please, I might put these lines stems longer, so you have to correct on your own. Okay, I'm not going into that details. Uh, Here, this is fine. Now here you can see that they have given in. So this one is wrong because in this way either we can write them all six of them together, or we write them all three separately. So what I'm doing right now, okay, I'll make it in both of so in this bar, I'll show it to you. So this is one way that you can write it this way. So this is a beat number one, beat number two, and beat number three. Or you can do is you can write all of them together as we have uh, seen in the previous chapter. Okay, so this is a beat number one, beat number two, and beat number three. Last note is this. Okay, now let's move ahead. So both of this way is correct. You can write this way also, you can write this way also. Okay, but this one was wrong. This is wrong. Okay, this is the last question. Let's put the bar line first. Now you can see this 3 4 time signature. Now you can see there are three quarter rest given here. This is correct as well. Or you can put, there's no problem with that one also, or you can put here is a whole note rest. Now why whole note rest? So we have learned that no matter what kind of time signature is given, but if any bar is empty, you can put a whole, that means it's a whole note rest. Okay, theoretically. Practically you will play three notes only, rest for three notes only, but theoretically you have to show a whole note rest here. Okay, let's move ahead. So you go there, there. Now here we have learned that you cannot write this minimum note, minimum rest together. You have to put two separate. So this is wrong. You have to put two quarter note rest or crotchet beat rest. You can say rest is fine. So remember this and this, they both are right. It's up to you how you want to write it. Okay, and this one, this is wrong. So theoretically, what we have learned, this is wrong. When you use software and all everything, this is in that it is fine. But when you're writing in an exam, you have to make sure you write it like this way. Okay. Now let's move ahead to our next question. The following music contains a lot of different mistakes. Write it out correctly. So they have made the mistakes in these sequences and you have to correct them out here. So let's straight away go to our first question. So time signature is 3 4. That means there should be three beats in each bar. So if we say this is a minim dotted, this is correct. 3/4 notes correct. This is fine. Now they have given, okay, now they can see this is beat number 1, beat number 2, and beat number 3. And they have shared this beat number with other bar. So this is wrong. Okay, either you should have write them all together. So let's write them again. So 3, 4 started, and we write 3/4 notes. Then again one dotted minim. Then we have to write all of them together. Okay, or we write them separately here, and then we make it A, F, E, D, C, and B together. Okay, now the last one is minim half note. So that's it. We have made the correction. Okay, let's move to the next one. Now next one time signature is 3, 4. That means 3 beats inner, but you can see this key signature is wrong. Okay, and if you see, okay, let's correct this first. So we write B properly. I mean to say flat key signature. Then this is a high note, correctly going down. These two are high notes. Yes. Yeah. You could have write these them together as well. So if we put them, okay, let's write them together only. If you want to, just put a straight line, beam them together. Then, so this is not actually, see, if you use software and all, you can write this way also, and you can write this way also. So it's not actually a mistake, but you can, if they're asking exam, find more, so you can correct this one. So next is this. Now in this one, what is wrong is this stem will come down, but for this is the lower note, the stem should go up. So this was one of the mistake here. Next is a high note, you're going up, stem goes down, stem goes down. Now this is also a mistake, that stem should have been come down. Okay, because they are higher notes, so stem should be coming down, not going up. Okay, so we had one, this mistake, this one, and this one actually. So let's go ahead. The last question in this section. Okay, first you can see the bass clef is written wrong. So we write this correctly first. Okay. So correct this one first. Then is F sharp, G major, 4 for the time signature. Now you can see that this bar is the N bar. This is wrong. So we have to write a single bar here. This is wrong. You have to write it in the middle and then this third line. Hanging there, 3 crochet beat. You can write 3 crochet beat, and then this is also correct. Or you can write in other way also. So this is fine. I will leave that way. You can write, or you just put a minim here, minim rest here, and then 1/4 beat, and then write your 2 notes. But what this is wrong. This stem should have come down. Then this is also wrong. This stem should have come down. Now this is in center. They can go up and finish with the N bar. Okay. So I hope you have understood this. If there is any question or confusion between any question or any doubt, you please let me know in the comment section. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, thank you.